Okay, hiking in Powhatan State Park. This is the cabin trail, and it's fairly flat down toward the river. On the one edge of the park there's kind of some relief, but most of it's a flat walk in the woods like this. Okay, the cabin trail leads to this little cabin site. The chimney's still standing, and kind of a destination in the park. What follows on the trail, I'm just going to walk around the chimney area here. What follows on the trail is a little bit more relief. You can see where people have hung a rusty bucket and maybe an old coffee pot that they found here, and just nothing of value. And so this may have been the foundation. It seems to be cemented together, and you know, there's a bolt there. There's the chimney, and then the trail is going to go downhill that direction. So down here at the bottom of the hill, we're kind of a little ravine. That is absolutely the biggest root ball I have ever encountered, a recent tree fall. And then you cross a little creek. Lovely, quite an experience. I am trying to learn which plant around here is pawpaw, that largest of North America's native fruits, I guess related to the papaya. And I think I just found one. The leaf shape is fairly distinctive, but it can be confused with, if you're not paying attention, buckeye. Now the trail's going to wind back up. All right, this is what I think is pawpaw. See these bolo-shaped leaves? They're broader, about 1.5 inches from the end, but they're alternate. There's a very similar leaf shape where the leaves are directly across from each other, but I think this is pawpaw. Now to wait and find the fruit later in the summer. Okay, cabin trail tees into pine trail, which is a loop, and for the first time since I'm going for miles today, I've already explored the park pretty well. I'm going to walk the pine trail loop, the entire thing. Here we go. Okay, I have, because I'm going for miles today, I have hiked the pine trail, which is a big loop, about 1.25 times. It requires some redundancy. And now I'm going to branch off on the campground trail. A large part of hiking in the center of this park is along fallow fields. So it's pleasant here in the woods, fairly flat compared to other places I've been. And so we're going to explore the whole thing for you today. Well, I continued on the trail a bit farther this time and found this little stone fence. My dear husband, Alpheus A. Hudson, April 1st, 1895 to October 31st, 1925. Only 30 years old, and some decorated stones there. And this seems to be the end of the cemetery trail. So 3 marked graves and then a bunch of others. Nice little bench provided here for a rest, and I shall pause. Continuing, this field appears to have been planted in wheat. So I'm glad to see agriculture is being used to keep it clear, as opposed to, well, there's a cardinal flew up. New birds for my Virginia list are yellow-billed cuckoo by call, a visual on an orchard oriole, and then yellow-breasted chat by call with its waka-waka voice. Okay, Coyote Trail has a lollipop loop on one end, and there's a little side trail goes back in the woods that's marked as a cemetery. And understand, so far I've only found the 2 gravestones here. Let's stop and read and contemplate our mortality, if you will. Tony Funn, F-U-N-N, died March 16th, 1905, aged 70 years, at rest. and the Reverend Samuel Jasper. In the year 1842, born in the year 1842, died September 12th, 1878. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. And then there are some coins left on the tops of the headstones in honor of these folks. And I have been told that there were some slaves buried nearby, and they were trying to locate the burial sites, and that may be what the orange flags are right here. But this little side trail is kind of thought-provoking. Okay, we've come down the road to a little gap in the fence. I'm going to walk over and look at the river. Although this is not like hiking on the Appalachian Trail, it's still a lovely place, worth exploring. I have done several day hikes and recorded them on Strava, which I'm trying to do with this one. And also, I have camped here at the campground. We'll go there next. But here we are. There's the river. Okay, I have come off the Coyote Lollipop Loop, and I'm going to walk the road here that branches off at the campground area. I'm going to walk it down to the James River. Okay, we have come from the Coyote Run and crossed the road that bisects the middle of the park to come to the Gold Dust Trail. And this is a very pleasant hiking area with a little relief. I am going to have to check my map to find out what's what. First Bob White I have literally heard in years. Also got a visual on a wood thrush. Wow. And there, boys and girls, is a fruit of a pawpaw plant. Right there. It's the largest native fruit in North America. That one's, of course, just starting. Okay, down at the end of the road, there's a loop with a parking lot and river access to a boat launch. Let's walk down here, look at it. River is flowing, you can tell it's flowing. Fairly smooth water. Don't have any clue how deep it is. Here's a danger, don't swim here sign. But here's a kayak or boat launch if you're up for it. Quite a few steps down to the water. And there we have it. And there's a, oh, let's see what the warning sign says here. Sensitive habitat, no trespass. Wonder what. But anyway, there's the lovely river. The wood thrush. Two of them. The most beautiful voice in the eastern woodlands. Just observe this purple fungus here. And I'm intrigued by these splinters when a tree breaks off. That was something outside my experience base growing up in West Texas. So, the Gold Dust Trail brings us down to this pair of benches and the river. Very pleasant and peaceful place. I've heard that there's an eagle nesting sometimes across the river. Now, this is not a trail on the map, but it goes some distance into the woods. I don't think it particularly connects up with anything. But tick season and overgrown vegetation, I ain't gonna try it. But what a peaceful place. Okay, the River Run Trail comes right here to a canoe put in. Let's do this. We'll just walk over here and see it. Swimming is listed as hazardous. Canoe and kayak. I saw a couple of folks on the river in kayaks. And then we've got, you can pay your camping fee for this backcountry camping area. Got a map of the campground. And then you can buy sticks of firewood. The state harvests downed trees and sells them 12 sticks for $6. Nice thing for them here. And then in memory of Holly Walker, 1988 to 2007, she was state naturalist and environmental programs manager for Virginia State Parks, a tireless public servant, teacher, mentor, and friend. Bless her memory. So here we emerge from the woods, and you can see what is ahead of us is, oh, the dew on the vegetation is lovely. This is a fallow field, and the center of the park is built like this, and we are going to try Coyote Run. Having paused at the river for a little prayer time, solitude, I'm going to go back up the Gold Dust Trail and take a right on the River Run Trail and go to the canoe and campground.